Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike coming at you with the JoyToy Turtle Van in the 1/18th scale. And it does pack quite a punch in this little bitty box. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff to it. Because it's a vehicle, you're going to get the feature lightning round. And with all of that, I did get this to Shozy Storm. I've linked down below where you can get yours too right now, like 130 bucks. Support the reviewer, help the channel out, and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at this, all the features, all the fun, with JoyToy, all the joy, coming up. Here it is in the packaging, and it's plastic wrap too, with JoyToy plastic wrapping, and pretty good. It's impressive how this really does look like something you'd see on the shelf at the store, but you have to be in another country because it's not going to be here, not in the US, unless you find it maybe in like a specialty shop, a comic shop, or something like that. But pretty good shelf presentation. Here it is out of the box, and of course there's a lot to it. There's a lot to every JoyToy figure in this realm, I guess you could say. And just give you a quick spin to see what all is going on, or what could be going on, or you know what, you could have nothing going on. If you choose nothing to go on, you would have nothing going on. It'd just be a van. It's inconspicuous little van. We just painted the top green, painted little lines to make it look like a turtle shell. No, nothing to see here. It is a turtle van, and you know what? Maybe we're turtled out. Now for the lightning round. Electronic lights that turn on, that stay on, or turn off. Opening doors on both sides, the exposed seats that have seatbelts, but more like opening windows. Large adjustable cannons on the top that are big and small and have blast effects and fly off. Super triple adjustable grappling hook with many different configurations. Opening doors on both sides, and one has a chair with an adjustable cannon and a blast effect. True rolling wheels and a suspension, and they're made of rubber on the tires. A whole lot of extra junk that you can store in your trunk or store a spare tire. Realistic exhaust smoke effects. A true spoiler to help keep you low to the ground, because that's what it's for. Reflective radar dish and extra lights that don't light up for fun. In all seriousness, let's take a look at this and have a little bit of fun with it. We've got this opening side door. On the inside of it, we see some really nice detail on all the board there, the dashboard, the steering wheel, the column. The seatbelts aren't actual seatbelts, they're just kind of molded in, as if you can actually see that. And then there is glass in there, so it's not just wide open like you'd see on the original one. We can close this up for now. And then over here we do have the lights. All the electronics are just a switch here for lights on and off. Well, I leave them on because it's fun. I don't know if it's going to do some glare. I was thinking you push this and you do something. Hey, on one of the vans you had to like put all the letters in. You don't have to do that on this one. It's got the nice white teeth there. The wheels do seem to move together. Yep, they do move together. They are rubber and does have a nice little suspension. Let's go around here to the back where you can see the suspension in works, and it's separate suspension, which is how it's supposed to be. These pieces are extra included. You put them on. So you clip this on, then you clip on both sides, then you clip the spoiler on to both of them. You can open and close that door right there. A whole lot of lots and lots of fun. We have these exhausts. You can pull them off and put them on. We probably need to take them off if we're going to open these back doors. So let's open these back doors. And we get to reveal inside. I guess this is the best way to see it. I don't know, the lights let it in, but we have some paint in here on the control panels, which is kind of cool. I don't know, the light's not. And then over here we got like a TV. It looks like it's got some writing on it. I'm not even able to get all that footage. Have an idea. I have an idea. It's gonna be crazy. I'll do that later. So we'll see a little more of that later on with my crazy idea. I have crazy ideas. Now from the back here, this is weird how they did this. So you have this wheel and you have this piece, and oh, this is gonna be so hard to get on and off. But this plugs into here, and I just don't think that it was done Well, there gotta be a better way to have done this, in my opinion, but you shove this through, I guess, here and here is how I got it to work. Then that plugs into here and here, and then this plugs, well, yeah, this plugs into here and here, and then this plugs in to here. All that, but then we have this trunk, so you can put all kinds of stuff, all the weapons and stuff in there if you want to. And then I'm sure one side's better for the top than the other, like that. That's how that works. Let's kind of showcase. This is going to Michelangelo in here. How does he look? He looks pretty good. Riding in there. Chilling at the mall and looking for some action. But it looks kind of wild. Actually, like, the whole van looks wild, but then when you look at, like, the figures and how they made them, it fits in, like really wild look to it, which works really well. And can we aim this a little higher? Yeah, we can aim it a little higher. I have to adjust his hand and stuff, but I guess you probably want to close the door over here. I just was kind of trying to show as many of the features as I could in the lightning round, because that's fun. You also have these removable bombs. I believe they're removable. Yeah, so they come out, they tab in like this, which is kind of cool that they come ready to go just in there. That's cool. The vintage one, it was like a feature where you open the door and then the bombs just fall out. But I like this so much better than what the vintage one. I know where my bombs are. They fell behind my Eternia display. And that's a lot of work to get to them. So I'm kind of bombless in my vintage van, but that's cool. Gunner seat. One more thing about this gunner seat, because I'm going to put it away, is if you when you turn it, because you have to turn it for storage to close up, I would suggest to hold this piece, the base of it, as you're turning it. Now don't just turn it, because you can cause some serious issues. But now it's there. It's transformed back or converted. You can pop the roof off, pop off the top, popping off the... It is not easy. It is... I was actually considering not doing it, but that is the best way to get your figure inside. All right, Michelangelo, you can take off all that. Leave your shell on, buddy. I don't want to see all that, but... Oh, let's get him in here. Camera in the way. His shell in the way, his foot in the way. There we go. We got him in there. He fits. And then I'm not going to put this all the way back on, but I'm just going to kind of rest it up there because it's a tight little fit on this thing. So we can kind of see him in there. So I'm sure I can mess with it a lot more and get him positioned where he's down a little better. Like that. There we go. Just shove him in there. Just shove him and trust the materials. See, Transformers, like... with Transformers, we have to trust in the materials. And with JoyToy, I trust the materials. So there's that. And then this would easily fit back up on there. Again, it was such a pain to get off. And I say from now on, just slightly rest it up there so you can get it back off easy. But looked like they're riding in style. I don't know what this is supposed to be like. Just the inner light on the inside. That's a nice detail if that's all that is. It's just, I mean, no electronics to it. And then you've got this rotating dish up here. These don't light up because they're not connected to the electronics and all of that fun stuff. And I'm probably just gonna pull him out here in a minute. Now let's get to this door here real quick, and if we can see a little bit, that's what it's going to look like with light. There's light. You can see all the stuff that's in there. You can see this door does open, and there's not really much going on behind that door. We can see that from the back again. Some great detail on this. And then can we see it's just really nothing going on from the back with that opened up. Now we're going to try to see this computer console and all of that stuff. And it might just go upside down. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this works. This computer console here. Yeah. That's a good way to see what's going on. You got GPS, old school. Don't blame me if this review gets longer than I intended. Blame JoyToy for all the stuff they put in. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, you can pop this thing out. You can plug it into here, and we will set it aside and look at that here in a little bit, which I guess we can see it from here. You got the whole gist. We got a little more to do with that. They also include a little table, and I'm guessing if you could look right there, this is where the fire extinguishers go. So we're going through all the junk. We got a piece of pizza that's going to be on the table. And then what else we got? We got all these things we can put in here. So we got like a screwdriver, which I had to use on this specifically. I've already used a screwdriver. We got a wrench. I haven't had to use a wrench. Lucky me. If you see paint on my fingers, I have tried to get, I don't know what the hubcap cover, another screwdriver. I tried to get the paint off. Yesterday I wore gloves all day so I could do this review. So, and then this will of course clip back to the back of this. And I mean, more stuff and things that you can do. And hold on a second. Hold up. I doxed them. I'm supposed to cover that. We get through all this. We got cones. We got like caution, I guess. Got some cones. Hey, we're working here. And then this piece that was stuck in the back can go up here. And then we can look at this. You can do 2 or 3 things with it. One thing you can do is you can pop this off. You can pop this off, and you can just have it like, okay, so theoretically, these are grapples, right? So before they're launched, they're in there ready to get launched. When they launch, then they have this cable that is protrudes with it. So you probably wouldn't have all 3 of them at once, but this thing does not hold them all 3 of them at once. So one downfall to this, so I guess we can start getting into some negatives, because nothing's perfect, guys, in life, and nothing's perfect. My wife, I would think she'd say I'm perfect. She probably would not say I'm perfect. Nothing's perfect, but there's, I guess you want to put a figure on here. Maybe you want to have the figure operating this. I have no idea. Maybe you just need an extra stand. I have no idea. Now for the negatives. This door opening thing, I just don't like that it's the size of a window. I mean, I don't, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal, but I just didn't like it. And now that it's closed, it looks seamless. It's a design thing they chose because of how they designed it and all of that. I understand. This getting off is really hard the first time, you know. It is really painful the first time, but then you know what to expect and you take it easy the second time and leave it a little bit loose. Well, it's a little looser now that I did it that once. And then, oh, it has glass here. It's nice. What other negatives are there? The looseness and floppiness of that piece is a negative. And I would have liked sound since I've already got electronics. You can't complain about using AAA's because normally they use these stupid, ridiculous button batteries that, you know, are not very common. You got to order 100 of them off of Amazon, and then you're not going to use them in anything else. So the doors are nice. This just fell off, but pushed in. So I mean, really, those are my only real negatives and complaints about it. Other than maybe size, but the truth is it's 1/18 scale, so you expected it to be smaller. Price, it is, well, think about it. It's about the same, maybe $20 cheaper than that other third-party one that was made in Underground Arsenal. Was that what it was? UA, Underground Arsenal? I think that's what they called it. But that one was way bigger, but it had a whole lot less. It did feel a little bit cheaper. But it was way bigger and real closer to classic. So the design-wise, maybe it's a little less classic than a standard one, than the Infinite Arsenal, I think. I gotta go look that name up. But it still looks classic enough for me, because I know it's a little bit on the different side. And all the features packed. But so that would be the 3 negatives, maybe. All right, here it is next to a Mutant drill module, which is probably the coolest thing they made. Well, that looks so much cooler now. Okay, this looks cooler than the standard one, I will admit, because standard one's a little boring, but we're used to looking at the standard one for a long time. long time, many years. So there's that comparison. I was going to get my turtle van out, but it is in my display, and it would take me not so long to get it out, an hour to put it back together. Here it is next to the Unique Toys Dragonfly. As you can see, the propellers clear the fin. Kind of impressive. So I think everybody at this point, if you're a Joe collector, you've obviously already got this, maybe three of these. These are actually on sale at Shozy Store right now, if you're interested. And here he is next to Optimus Prime. Everybody has Optimus Prime, right? Yes. Masterpiece. Magic Square. All right, so what do I think about the JoyToy Turtle van? I think that it's actually a pretty good value for $130 with all the stuff that they include and all that you get and all of the suspension and all of that. Would I have liked them to do a little less and make it cheaper? Possibly, if they offered like a $90 option with a little bit less would have been nice. But still, I don't like stuff so stylized. This being smaller, the whole line being a bit stylized, it does look kind of cool and modernized in a way. I've seen some more modern turtle vans that I'm just like, ugh, don't like that. This, I actually do like it. So $130 I thought was a really good price for it, for what you get. $90 with less of what you get would have been probably the option I would have picked. But with that, I hope that this video was helpful to you and that you can make your decision. Pick one of these up while you can. It's not something you're going to find at the Walmart, or I don't even know if BBTS is carrying this stuff or not. So with that, Shozy Store is the place I went to get this, and it's still available right now. I just checked for $130. So I'll have a link down below where you can get yours. Let me know what you think about this. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Titanium Hanger out.